Around 2 weeks ago, I purchased one of the first Pandora boxes on the server for 727 million coins. Since then, I've been completing many challenges, including the final one, which is to deal 333 damage exactly. Many of you guys said that the challenge is actually not the hardest, and the M7 May challenge is actually the real hardest challenge. While I do agree that doing the M7 May challenge is much more difficult, but the damage exactor challenge is nowhere near easy, as Refraction almost spent an hour trying to get the exact number of damage.
This challenge so much.
But search for a solution instead towards the end. And today I beat the hardest Catacombs level, with 5 mages completing the hardest challenge in the Pandora's box. I started the challenge completely blank, not having a single clue on how to complete the challenge. I quickly formed a team which consists of Fingerman, NGE, BigDub123, and Maggie Cyan, who was in the first team that completed the M7 May challenge. No other team has completed that May challenge at the time, and if I do actually complete it, I will be the second team that actually unlocks the challenge. So during our first actual run, our clear went swimmingly. Everything went the way it was supposed to, and I even got 6 revive stones from that golden crypt. And as we don't have a tank, we will all have to use a baby Eddie pet instead of golden dragon for extra defense. We entered the boss fight, which was nothing special. In part 1, we just cycled the boss a couple times with a laser, and the phase eventually ended. We only had 1 death during that phase, which was pretty good. Onto the second phase, it was even easier as it was basically a normal M7 run. We started off by hiding under the green pillar to dodge the lightning strikes, and then we lured the boss to the pillar while one of our members stepped on the pad and tried crushing it. We all thought it would take more than 2 crushes to kill the storm, but surprisingly we killed it with only 2 crushes despite our lack of an archer. Onto part 3, which again is nothing special as it's basically terminals just like a normal floor 7 run. Everything is going a little too well, but little do we know Goldor is actually one of the most time consuming phases. Because of Goldor's ability called Necron's Frenzy, we would all die if we shoot the boss normally. Therefore, only one person can shoot the boss during that phase, so we can dodge Wither Skulls and hit it while bouncing left and right on the lava. It looked extremely goofy, and it takes a very long time, but that's how we completed that phase. It took us more than 5 minutes, but we eventually completed it, moving on to part 4, which is the old boss. We all thought it was going to be extremely easy, but we forgot one important detail, which is the Ring of Death. Our DPS is way too low as we're using baby Eddie pets, which allowed the Necron to expand his ring to a size which we cannot control. We lost the boss, but at least we know to use a golden dragon instead of a baby Eddie pet for this phase. On our second attempt, everything went similarly. We did the clear with as little deaths as possible and completed part 1 pretty easily, but during part 2 something happened. All of our team members experienced skill issue and just somehow died, and that ended our second attempt. And on our third attempt, we flew through part 1, 2, and 3. We did the lava bouncing trick on Goldor during part 3, which took us a while, but we eventually completed it. And for part 4, we remembered to use a golden dragon pet for DPS, and we actually damaged it enough for it to not kill us and flew through that phase. But on the final phase, which is the hardest one, we struggled. We had bad dragon luck, and the dragons didn't fly where it was supposed to, leaving 5 dragons on the map, basically ending our run. And after that run, we did a couple more attempts, but we messed up in some aspects every single run, like me forgetting to equip a baby Eddie pet, or us messing up some crushes. We had one more chance to complete the run, as it was quite late for me, and one of our members had to leave early as well, so we had exactly 1 chance to complete this, and here is how it went. And yeah, that's how I completed the M7 challenge. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. But anyways, have a good one and peace.